Well, hello there, children. We're back again. Just me, yours truly, Sterling Silver, with our special, special, beauteous guest, Matt Farrugia.
No, you
How are you
shouldn't
today,
have.
Matt Farrugia?
You shouldn't have, buddy. You're too kind. Um, I'm not bad. I am in the middle of adjusting biologically, and I'm not, and I'm you know, it's a bit of
Going
a.
through that puberty?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
can be hard.
they keep telling you how rough it is, and they're not like, ooh, they're not wrong whatsoever. No, I'm transitioning back into
Into being a woman.
yes,
Fine,
yes,
yeah.
it's fine. Back into day shift mode, and
Yeah.
that's a rough deal.
Because you were working night shifts, right, for like a long time.
Yep. So
Must be
now,
hard.
yeah, it's gonna be rough this coming week, but I'm a tough boy. I'm gonna survive.
Yes, you are.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm okay.
Alright.
What about yourself, Sterling? How are you feeling on this fine day?
I'm doing fine.
That's good.
I'm doing swell. Just swell. That's pretty much me. Although I've been up for like more than 12 hours, 'cause yeah, oh boy,
Yeah.
I'm a little night hawk. But yeah. So with that, this children, for those listening, will be a little quick cast. Something a little bit different, but we'll get through with our little mini aside for weeks. So you want to start first, Matt?
I would like to
Matthew.
start. Yes.
Alrighty.
Okay, so last night I had a grand old time doing karaoke with my buddies here, and so we've got the general social circle of the hypest group. We like all the regulars, and a few of them we jumped into watch together, and we did some great karaoke, and oh man.
And
Everything was a disaster.
what were the songs chosen?
We are terrible singers. I wanted to do Night of Fire off the Initial D soundtrack, but I came in a bit too late, so
Oh boy.
too late to do that. I did end up singing Snake Eater off of MGS3,
Oh, wow.
and ooh boy, that was a hell of a good time.
Uh,
Starman by David Bowie, Mr. David Bowie. That was
oh boy.
a fine old jam.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I didn't sing this one personally, but we did. Fuck, what was it again? Clint Eastwood by The Gorillaz.
Yeah.
Another classic piece of music.
Very
Yeah.
much so.
I had a good old night. I had a smashing time. Apart from that, Mr. Silver, I've been primarily just playing some video here and there.
Ooh, what kind of video?
Well, see, my normie friends at work were telling me like, "Hey Matt, I'm gonna be getting the new Call of Duty World War II," and I'm like, "Yeah, woo, buddy, that Call of Duty World War II." So I'm like, "Yeah, I'll buy it," and I've been spending the past few days putting a fair bit of time into that, getting my sick prestige classes, and unlocking some fine firearms to kill some Nazis with.
Oh boy.
Because if there's one tradition that the West can really rally around, it's killing some Krauts. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Oh boy.
time-honored tradition. That's fun, I guess. That game's pretty good. It's I haven't bought a Call of Duty game since I think like fucking Modern Warfare, either Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1. So it's been a long time for me. But I don't regret getting this. It's a pretty strong title. I've also been playing Overwatch to the surprise of nobody. I'm crawling my I've been crawling my way back up. I recently got demoted down to gold. I don't know if I told you about this. I was in a platinum rank in Overwatch, and then I got booted back down because I have poor performance. Or maybe it's my teammates.
Yeah.
Being
it
bad
must
teammates.
Be your teammates.
It's probably my teammates.
It's always the teammates.
I don't know if you know about this, but when I play video games, I personally make no mistakes. So this all has to come down to them.
That's true.
That's the way that it works. I'm almost done Persona 5. Almost
you haven't
done.
Finished it yet?
I'm like
It's been like what, 2 years?
No, it's been about 9 months, I think, since it landed here in the West. And I've been taking my sweet ass time with it, just, milking it for all the love and enjoyment that I can possibly get out of it. And boy, have I. That game's a nice old, pleasurable, old, stylish walk in the park. Not that it's easy, it's just so enjoyable, and it's just a great old time. That's good. I'm about, I think, 120 something hours in, and I'm on like
barely.
Yeah, and I'm on the second last dungeon. I think this is a nice meaty boy, Sterling. It's a nice meaty game, as these games have been known to be.
Yes.
Apart from that, so got the WW2. I got the Overwatch. I got the Personas. I'm probably gonna go back soon and wrap up my Shin Megami Tensei 4 playthrough on my 3DS. I've been carrying around my 3DS. Just gotta find a time to get through the very last dungeon, and then decide if I wanted to destroy Tokyo or be its savior, as is tradition in good old Shin Megami Tensei. Ain't nothing quite like playing God. That's fun. That's a good time. So that's about it for video games for me. I've taken a break from Crypt of the Necrodancer, but that game's fucking strong, dude. If I had like a better sense of rhythm, I would have beaten that by now, but I struggle quite a bit with that. Yeah. So those are some of the video games I've been playing lately. I've been I watched the Incredible Hulk movie, the 2009 one, because I want to get caught up on the
Incredible Hulk one. Is that the first one or the second one?
That's the first MCU one. The first one.
Wait,
that was
there's one that's called Hulk, and then there's one that's called the Incredible Hulk.
No, this is the Incredible Hulk.
Okay, that's the second one.
This is the first one of the like Hulk's first appearance in the MCU during Phase 1. Because I'm real behind the times, so I figured I'd go and brush that off, and then shortly after that I brushed off Captain America, the first Avenger. And yeah, I prefer Captain America. It's a pretty strong movie. I like it. Not much to say about it. He punches Nazis and then he punches a couple more. I've been taking in a lot of media nowadays. That's just about killing Nazis, man. It seems to be my new fixation. Yeah.
If only you had gotten Wolfenstein.
Oh, if only I had gotten Wolfenstein.
Complete the trifecta.
I played Wolfenstein 3D back when I was a kid quite a bit. And then I moved over to do Doom, and the rest is history. Yeah, though. That's alright. It's good stuff. So yeah, Hulk, Captain America. I'm I was planning on watching The Avengers today, but I got too caught up in
The first one?
Yes, yep. But I got too caught
Hmm.
up in other shenanigans, so that'll have to wait.
Oh boy.
That's the things that I've watched and played as of lately. Oh, except
Two?
for Little Witch Academia, which I'm more than halfway done, and is like it's simple. It's nothing too mind-blowingly like game changing, but it's a nice little charming story about a young witch who has to go through her own trials and discover what's valuable in her own life and what makes her special as a person. It's like straight up. It's made for kids. Like I think it's like rated like 7+. But hey, boy, let me tell you, it's got that good trigger charm. The good trigger charm where it's one of their nice pieces of work that they've put out. The animation's pretty nice when it finds time to shine through at the most crucial moments. And I'm looking forward to being done it. Like I said, I'm more than halfway, so have that done soon. And that's about it for me. Whatever, what have you been watching lately, Sterling?
Well, my fast pass week.
Yeah.
I'll be going over a little bit of the games that I played, which are very few and far between. But I've been playing some ye old Final Fantasy IX. My
Oh, you've been playing
my
nine.
poisonal favorite of the series, numbered that is, because Tactics blows everything out of the waters.
Excuse me. I believe you mean Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube blows everything
You know
away.
what?
Ooh.
That's almost close.
Oh man. To be serious
But
though, I'm right up there with you on 9. 9 is what is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games.
And
Easy. It's great,
Crystal
man.
Chronicles is somewhat of a whatchamacallit, a spiritual successor to 9. That's why
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Art style wise, for sure, it
Pretty
looks pretty
pretty
similar. Yeah.
Other than that, I've just been playing through it. Like, I have like 2 playthroughs going right now because I'm playing it on the PS4 to get all them trophies. But then I'm also playing it on my little PS Vita wherever I go. So that's always a nice little thing to have in my pockets. And,
I pretty
Yes.
recently got the PS4 version, the digital one as well.
oh boy.
So I'm gonna be cracking into that in a while. We're gonna have to compete to see who gets the Excalibur 2 first, because who's ready to do that fucking speed run?
Easy.
Who's ready to
Easy, I could beat you.
Who's ready to do that fucking
Well-
speed run, man? Ooh,
There's some cheats that you can do
you can?
for the PS4 version, and it pretty much makes it easy.
Yeah.
Like, no joke. But yeah, I guess we'll see.
We will
I
have
guess
to.
we'll see.
Actually, you're gonna beat me, because before I even seriously get into this, I have to finish Persona 5, and I'm probably gonna play FF7 as well. So I got way too much on my plate. You've got me this time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And what else have I been playing? I think that's pretty much it, cause yeah, like anything worth talking about, cause like all the other stuff is just like the freeware stuff that you get for free, and you can play multiplayer stuff like Fortnite and PlanetSide 2, but that's just like
Yeah.
that's just multiplayer games to make me feel accomplished whenever I feel bored. That's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all my game stuff. Throw that out of the way. let's get to the meat of our little week that I had. Well, a little bit over a week, but
Yeah.
I've been going through an anime series called Deberu Man, or how you Gaijins say Devil Man.
Deberuman.
And oh boy, let me tell you something about this Devil Man that's coming around town.
I hear the new one's really good.
It's really strong. It's really strong. I'll just leave it at that. If you've yet to read reviews of it,
I have yet.
especially mine. And pretty much there's this like a whole entire series of it. I'm like pretty much more than halfway through. I've completed Devilman 1972, aka the best Devilman. I went through the OVAs of Devilman. I went through this past, I believe, week was Devilman Crybaby that just came out on Netflix on January the 5th.
Yeah.
So that's brand spanking new. Well, time-wise, I guess. And wowzers, I can't get enough of that last episode. For spoiler-free, it's one of them episodes that ends. Period.
No.
That's about it.
It ends and it ends with a hard
ends
period.
with a hard period.
Done. Can't take this further.
And then I was trying to get all the reviews of the series done before I reviewed that one, but I just couldn't help myself, you know. That brand spanking new Devilman Crybaby just got me in hot flashes, man.
Did it turn you into a crybaby yourself?
No comment.
Oh. I'm gonna have to check out that review of yours.
But yeah, if ever you have to check it out, I highly suggest. Which, if you read my review, you'll see this too. But I highly suggest looking up the 2 OVAs.
Yeah.
There's technically 3 OVAs, but the third one has you don't have to watch that. It's like pretty much nothing comparatively to the 2 OVAs that I suggest watching beforehand. But yeah. And I'm right now in the middle of Devil Lady, a little spin-off of kind of a what if scenario of, hey, what if all those main characters were gender swapped? What a coinkydink that would be, right?
For a second, I swore to God that you just said ginger swapped. What the fuck is this?
Yes, ginger swap, yes.
Yeah.
We swapped everybody with redheads.
We swapped everyone with Pat.
With gnomes. But yeah, all I have to say so far, it's a bit on the boring-ish side because I've only gotten like 4 episodes in, but it has that 90s feel to it, that bullissimo 90s feel to it, that has like that kind of fogginess to every like scene. You know what I'm talking about? Like a type of fogginess to it that has like everything that's not like, it's kind of hard to explain, but like, have you ever seen like an episode of Neon Evangelion?
I've seen fog in my day, yes.
Yeah, it has that type of quality to it, that but now everything has to be super prim and proper and super clean. It makes my eyes hurt.
We can't have
But
any
yeah.
more of that. We can't have any more like a good old grainy, dirty,
Yes.
like a bar in a Cowboy Bebop
De-
kind of a
Devil,
like aesthetic
Devilman
to it. You know?
Crybaby gets
Yeah.
close. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
It gets
Like
close.
like when I think of an anime aesthetic,
Mhm.
that's kind of like a dirty and smoky, but it's
Yeah.
overall like really relaxing, so to speak.
Yeah.
My mind goes to one of the several bar scenes in Bebop, where it's just like
Yes.
Spike sitting there slouching over, having like a cigarette or something of
Yep.
the nature. That's what I like, you know. It's good
Yes.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's not clean, but it's not meant to be.
Mm-hmm. And then I've been going over some Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans for like the first time ever.
Oh shit.
Since like about a year-ish ago. I'm gonna say a year-ish ago.
So now I have a
I
question.
went through all the mainstays of Gundams, all quote-unquote 20 of them.
Yep.
The main ones. And I'm going through this one, and I'm like about 10-ish through 15 episodes in, and I just had to stop because I was like, okay, nah, I gotta continue my other stuff right now because this is just too good right now.
Right.
But yeah.
So
question.
could those orphans kick your ass? Are they that iron-blooded?
Yes, they are.
Man, that iron-blooded. Huh?
There's an actual reason as to, surprisingly enough, the title of the show is actually something important other than just like all the other Gundam episodes, which just feel like, oh, you just needed an S or a G or a W in there because it works. But here it's like, oh, hey, that title actually means something in this series. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know. And I think that's about it. I've pretty much been on break this whole time because school doesn't start until like next month, February. So I've just been here, going to the gym, coming back, watching some anime, maybe just watch YouTube videos, and that's about it. Yeah, that pretty much breaks down my week.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Now, Matt.
Yes.
What's this I hear about dairy products and favoritism? Matthew?
Wait a second. We're not gonna give our 10-second review of the new Trigger anime.
Oh, that'll be on the towards the end.
Oh, okay, all right. Throwing me off a little.
We'll save that towards the end.
We shall.
'Cause boy howdy, is that something you gotta stay in.
Plenty to talk about.
Yep.
No, dairy products they're a beautiful and wondrous thing. And, please excuse my lack of professionalism. That was my phone. I'm
boy.
sorry. Gonna have to turn that off. Okay, there we go. I'm quite partial to chocolate milk. How about you, Sterling? What are your thoughts on chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk. I think it's fine occasionally. A little bit too much of sugar and too much dairy milk in my systems aren't compatible, but I can definitely get some of that chocolate milk in my mouth, and I can drink it too much. It's one of my my many downfalls as a human being of, hey, is there a gallon of chocolate milk in the refrigerator? Oh, well, there isn't any anymore. Oh no.
Good, because
So yeah.
you know what? Everything about that last statement pretty much sums up my thoughts on chocolate milk too. So we've more or less covered this now. That's all that needs to be known, is that it is the nectar of the gods, and I would start my day with chocolate milk every single day, with no complaints for like, I'd say about a good like month before I finally started getting tired of it. But it would take a while, because I fucking, ooh man, is that some good stuff.
It's got to be thick too.
Oh man,
that thick chocolate.
Give me that protein. I want that protein. Now, the reason that we're discussing the nectar of the gods is because I've taken up a new career as a professional. I'm starting my career as a professional reviewer of every manner of chocolate milk under the sun. Today's chocolate milk, grass-fed water buffalo chocolate milk.
You're saying grass was fed water buffalo?
Yes. Dude, this fucking grass has some new tech, I'll tell you what. I just picture like some really tall, like really tall, like a waist high grass, like some fucking Pokemon grass. Like you would know what kind of Pidgeys, what kind of Rattata looking motherfuckers hiding inside of that son of a bitch. And then like you see this grass, this tall grass, and then some nice friendly water buffalo go in there to graze inside of these patches of grass. And then they slowly start sinking in, and then you hear this like grinding sound, and then the grass all turns red, and they're just horrible sounds of water buffalo death, and that is nature's cruelty, really. If anything, we can't be blamed for that one. That's good old Mother Nature getting her kicks, and you know.
Yep.
That's what she
Nature
likes.
finds a way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our position to judge her. That's what she likes, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's horrific. Don't think about that too much.
But yes, the chocolate milk.
The chocolate milk only comes like 700 plus water buffaloes need to be sacrificed to the blood gods to bring us one bottle of chocolate gelatin.
Gelatin, you say?
And you can't drink the chocolate gelatin because it's fucking gelatin.
But
yeah,
isn't it supposed to be liquefied though?
It's, you would think. I don't know if
Gotta microwave that boy.
Gotta fire it off into the sun. Gotta do something with it. The delicious water buffaloes will be avenged. Don't worry, comrade. Your time is coming.
Now, does that have to do with you being up there in Canada and it being super cold, causing that gelatin to do that, or nah?
It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold up here, but to be honest with you, I've got no. So you know,
Yes.
that's all there really needs to be said about that. Water buffalo chocolate milk comes in gelatin form, apparently, here in the Great White North. That's an issue because I can't drink gelatin, and that's a load of fucking shit. So I've got a couple of come on, speak.
Oh boy.
I've got a couple of options. I can go to Whole Foods and complain to them and say, "Why the fuck did you sell me gelatin?" Or I can make the most of this and then do a review of buffalo gelatin. And man, wouldn't that be
Oh boy.
wonderful time. Because like I had like the video that I put out can be considered step one of the great review duet of the water buffalo chocolate milk, and now I can have step two, which is water buffalo chocolate gelatin, and that's gonna be a fantastic duet of reviews, and I hope people enjoy them, but you can never be too sure. All that'll be that's buffaloes. That's buffaloes right there. And chocolate, yeah, that's good too. I also like that.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Hoo boy.
Don't know what that's all about. But hey, look, there's not much more to say than the fact that Whole Foods are a bunch of fucking scam artists. And
Whoa.
I am wholly upset with them. You see what I did there? See that little pun that I slipped in there? It's not bad, eh? That's a woo, man. That's good. That's fun. I'm looking forward to Matt's gelatin reviews. I've always wondered what the first man who got himself a big old cup of milk was thinking, you know? What was going through in his head, like, hey, I'm gonna grab that thing that's on the cow, and then that thing that's on the cow, I'm just gonna squeeze that, and then something's probably gonna come out. Looks like something's in there, and then whatever comes out, I'm putting it inside of my body, and I hope it tastes good, because it might taste very bad, if I'm gonna be honest with you. This might be a terrible idea, but you know, fingers crossed. And then that guy drank what came out of the water buffalo, and everything was all right in the end. And I think that's a really magical thing. You only see that once in the lifetime of a planet, because after someone finds out about the milk and the gelatin, then everyone's gonna know about the milk and the gelatin, and just you don't have to have multiple people to find that out. Now it's just like, look, hey, Farmer Dave, you squeeze this thing over here on the water buffalo. You squeeze what's over here on the cow as well. If you're tired of the water buffalo, then listen, you're going to get some of this creamy liquid. And if you squeeze one of the brown ones, then you get some of the chocolate variety. And then Farmer Dave tells Farmer Steve, and Farmer Steve's like, fuck off, it also comes in chocolate? That's amazing. And then
Oh boy.
everyone's happy. Everyone's extremely pleased with themselves, and it's a great time. And then all those Fruit Loops that they had up in their cupboards that they didn't know what to do with, they were like, we can take these, we can like get like a bunch of this white liquid. Then we can. What are your thoughts on my story, Sterling?
A+.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you.
It was so good. I would like to hear it again as I mull over this recording and edit this amazing, perfect little podcast. Now, I guess we've mulled over some exquisite chocolate milk talk.
Yeah, I think so.
It's time to get into the actual meat of this
Yes.
whole entire podcast mini.
The real milk and Fruit Loops of the podcast, so to speak.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why don't you start us off?
Darling in the Frankxx is all right, and that's about it.
That's all it is.
You mentioned that you're not a big fan of the mech design, if I recall correctly.
The face mainly.
Yeah, that's all right. That's fair.
It's pretty much get your knockoff Gundam. Staple a cute anime face girl onto the face, and there you have a mecha from Frankfurter.
From Frankfurters, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite as opposed to the face as you are. I don't think this is a particularly great design by any means, but it's a change, you know. It's I've never seen cute anime girl eyes on my mecha before, and
then you've never seen SD Gundam.
Never seen it, and I'll admit that it's kind of off-putting, but I don't like it didn't disgust me or anything, you know what I mean?
I think it honestly would be fine if it didn't also have a cute anime girl mouth.
I think the man's making too strong a point.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you might as well just put a character into your series who is an actual cute anime, like a cyborg or something like that. If you want to use that design, then use the design, but use it in a way that's a little bit less off-putting to some people.
Now, granted,
like yourself.
This is barely the first episode, so
yes.
So we might not even know if this is correct or not.
Yeah.
We could be looking at a cyborg of some sort, or android of some sort.
Yeah.
With a cute anime face.
We could even be looking at the main character's mother, in the form of a robot. We could even be looking at that. Wouldn't that be a twist?
Ooh. Alrighty.
Yeah.
But yes, this is barely the first episode, so.
Yep.
I've
got to be honest with you.
Everything that went down was pretty much common for a first anime episode thingamajiggamabob.
Yeah, that was pretty par for the course.
So much so that it's kind of just.
Yep. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
That was.
It's a hard 5 or 6.
Yep.
On a spectrum of 10. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd say around that area. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that stood out to you that you liked in this first episode of Frankenwieners?
I lost you for a second there, but I'm assuming that you said what stood out to me for the first episode.
Yes, I did.
It had brief flashes of really nice animation, and then it kind of tapered itself back down. So when it wanted to, it could look very nice, but but only for a couple seconds. Just a little bit of a tease from Daddy. Just a little Daddy's little tease. You want this?
Oh boy.
You want that good animation, don't you, boy? Delicious. And then that was fun. 02. Her design's alright. I think it's pretty good. I would honestly the female lead. Horn girl.
Yeah. I almost forgot. Like, who? Oh yeah, that's right.
I'd have to say that I prefer her design to the mech's design even. But then again, that's not like too high a bar.
Agreeable.
Yeah. She's pretty cool. Nothing much more to say. That's my darling in the Frankenstein. That's it, really.
Pretty much, I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
The animation is fine when it wants to be. There's some okay character, and that's about it. But mostly, it's a bit extremely contrived and convenient, as per the usual of a first anime episode. But you know.
Yeah, we'll have to see how much this carries over.
Yeah, but I think we can all agree on like maybe a 5.5 average for a first episode. I mean, I'm down if you're down for continuing watching these episodes and reviewing them.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
All right, cool. So I guess we're gonna replace the episodic review of Berserk, the amazing, majestic, exquisite Berserk 2016, and put in this amazing, exquisite, majestic Frankenstein of an animal.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts? Anything you want to add? Subtract?
Yeah.
Divide?
I'd have to say that I'm feeling at least. I'm feeling at least a little bit optimistic that Trigger is gonna bump up the quality as time goes on. I would be shocked if every episode was like this was also like mediocre. This one was also mediocre. This one was that would blow me the fuck away. I'm betting this is gonna pick itself up. It's probably just a rocky start, you know.
At the very least, it might just be one of them Trigger animes that are like, oh yeah, remember that one? They did that one too. Like, oh,
they did that.
Huh. Get a passing glance, going, huh.
Yep.
Oh.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, that one. That one was so cute. Oh, yes. I guess that one was there. You get the participation award. Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing this more with you, so let's do it more. We'll become darlings and get in our Frankxx. We will.
Anything you're looking forward to this upcoming week?
I'm looking forward to being your darling in my Frank. and I'm looking forward to beating some Vidya finally. Knocking off some more Vidya would be a good time. And when I say that, I don't just mean continuing to play Overwatch, because that has no end whatsoever. There's no defined finish line where Jeff Kaplan walks up to your home and knocks on your door and is like, "You finished the game. You can stop playing now."
Uh-huh.
That never happens. So hopefully I can tear myself away from the addiction that is Jeff Kaplan's wild ride. But don't put your hopes too high.
Okay.
I am also looking forward to finishing Little Witch, and the idea of me finishing that is infinitely more likely than knocking off more Vidya, and anytime soon.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because over the course of the past couple weeks, I've burned through quite a lot of it. What about yourself, Sterling? What are you looking forward to watching and playing?
Oh, me? Little old me?
You?
Finishing up, getting all them trophies in Final Fantasy 9. Continuing just playing through both playthroughs of my little Final Fantasy 9. And hopefully getting around to starting Devil Lady episode 6 and continuing on. Hopefully getting finished by maybe 2 days from now. Maybe less. Hopefully maybe less, but them YouTube videos though. But yeah, working on some art, and that's pretty much about it.
That's all she wrote,
yeah.
folks. Oh shit!
So,
I'm such a fucking stupid idiot. I'm such a stupid idiot. I also forgot to mention something. I am very, very, very much looking forward to the next couple days, because Sterling, do you know what happens in 2 days? I will tell you, my good friend, what happens in 2 days. Tomo-chan is a girl resumes in 2 days, and boy howdy, let me tell you, looking forward to that a whole bunch. Because when a manga that releases a page a day goes without releasing any content for a while, when it goes on hiatus, it's like a drug withdrawal, you know? Really feeling that withdrawal, and I want to read more Tomo-chan, because boy, that is a nice heartwarming manga. I would recommend it to anybody who likes fun characters and good writing.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I'm all caught up with One Piece, so that's fine.
Alrighty. So
yeah.
Without further ado, what do we always say?
We always say, don't fuck up the podcast ending. That's what we say. That's how we wrap things up around here.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone.